Hello and welcome to Clarity for UPSC. I'm Dr. Shivin. This feels so good to be doing this after 3 months. This video is basically about the last 3 months, the foundation course, my experiences, the people I met, and some myths that I want to bust. It's also about the plans ahead with this channel. So let's get started. Firstly, I think I need to explain why I did not make any videos for 3 months. So as you all know, in the exam process, my interview was on 10th March of this year, and then my result came out, I think, on 24th May. Between this time, I was also teaching. And after this time, after my result had come out, I did not have a lot of fun. Although I was selected, I still went on teaching. So as I was teaching here and I was teaching here, it was becoming a little bit too much. There had been no real mental break that I needed. So for this mental break for the last 3 months, I didn't make any videos. I just wanted some time for myself to just take a step back and evaluate. And of course, I was in the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration. So that was very hectic in itself. I had to wake up every day at 5:30 and there was a huge schedule and everything attached. So इस सब में I decided that कुछ टाइम के लिए मुझे एक ब्रेक चाहिए. तो in 3 months, although in hindsight I would also like to apologize because I think I should have announced at least that I would be taking a break. However, ये planned नहीं था. It just kept happening. So I thought I'll take a break for 1 week. Then the next week came, then the next week came, and finally it just became a 3-month long break. But anyway, I'm back now, and now the status is that now I'm in the civil service. I'm in the Indian Revenue Service. So there are a couple of things that have changed. On 1st August 2023, this is a very momentous day in my life. This is the day I have entered the government service. From this day itself, I am a public servant. So from this day, the civil service conduct rules have started to apply on me. So as per the civil service conduct rules, you are not allowed to have any other source of income other than what the government is paying you. So to comply with these rules, I have demonetized this YouTube channel. I demonetized it on 1st August to comply with the civil service conduct rules. And also I have delisted all of the courses that I had made previously. So they're not selling anymore because I have to comply with whatever rules the government has made, right? So now going ahead. So for the last 3 months, I was in LBSNAA. I think they were the most wonderful 3 months of my life till date. Apart from the activities, the learnings, the treks and the fitness experiences, the sports, the debate, and everything that I really enjoyed. I think the thing that I enjoyed the most were the friends I made, the people I met. And I will make a separate video on this if you guys want, just to tell you what I felt and what my experience was like. But I think it is one of the best experiences I've had till date and one of the best 3 months of my life. Of course, this is also a huge aspect that the hills and the city of Mussoorie itself is very beautiful. तो वहाँ से view वगैरह बहुत अच्छा है. The weather is good. The people are good. Everybody is happy because they're selected. So I think it's one of the best experiences, and this is at least something I think everyone should get to experience. However, I also think that जो expectations वगैरह हम लेके जाते हैं इसके बारे में, it is very glorified because of the coaching industry, and उसके बारे में मैं थोड़ी सी बात करूँगा. So उसके बाद, after I finished my foundation course in LBSNAA, I had to go to the National Academy of Direct Taxes. This is where the training of the IRS income tax happens, and this is in Nagpur. So firstly, the campus was very beautiful, and मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा वहाँ जाके to meet my batchmates, some batchmates that were returning from the AOL, etc. And now currently I am on leave for 1 year, so I have some time to speak to you, to make videos on this channel, etc., and for myself too. So I'm going to carry on with this channel. Now in the foundation course जो LBSNAA में होता है, this is for all the civil services combined. 930 people were selected. इसमें से कुछ group B services में हैं जो FC में नहीं आते, and out of the group A services, some people are appearing again for mains 2023, so they choose to skip the foundation course. अब वो अपना foundation course बाद में खत्म करेंगे. But 560 people decided to come to LBSNAA. So I interacted with all of these 560 people. Of course, I did not interact with every one of them personally. बहुत लोगों से, इतने लोगों से आप 3 महीने में बात नहीं कर सकते. But I made very close friends. Now, on the basis of these interactions that I've had with these 560 people, all of whom are selected, there are some myths that I would like to bust. बहुत चीज़ें जो हमें बाहर से लगती हैं एग्जाम के बारे में, जो लोग सिलेक्ट होते हैं उनके बारे में, और फिर वहाँ जाके देयर इज़ अ कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट स्टोरी. सो देयर आर सम मिथ्स दैट आईड लाइक टू बस्ट, जो हमें बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेवलेंट होती हैं हमारे दिमाग में, एंड ऑल्सो मेरे दिमाग में भी थी बिफोर आई हैड मेट ऑल ऑफ दीज पीपल. सो द फर्स्ट थिंग इज़ अबाउट एलीट कॉलेजेस. आई थिंक दिस इज़ अ नैरेटिव दैट द कोचिंग इंडस्ट्री हैज़ मेड कि आपको एक अच्छे कॉलेज से होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, नॉर्मल कॉलेजेस से भी लोग सिलेक्ट होते हैं. ठीक है, ये एक बात बोली जाती है कि हाँ, बड़े कॉलेज से होने की बिल्कुल ज़रूरत नहीं है, अच्छे कॉलेज से होने की बिल्कुल ज़रूरत नहीं है. बट contrary to, like, you know, what is the right thing to say or what is the politically correct thing to say here कि हाँ अच्छे कॉलेज से होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, मैं आपको ये कहूँगा कि most लोग, like I would say at least 80% of the people I met in LBSNAA were from a elite college. And my definition of elite college includes IITs, NITs, very important and good DU colleges, government medical colleges, at least the top ones, etc. So I had a group of 13 close friends, and I'm not naming any of these names, but all of these people are very, very close to me. तो इसमें से 4 लोग IIT दिल्ली से थे, 2 SRCC से थे, 1 was from an NIT, 1 was from Government Medical College Chandigarh, 2 were from St. Stephen's, 1 was from Hindu, 1 was from Jaipur University, and 1 was from Sonipat University. So you yourself can find the analysis कि बहुत लोग elite colleges से होते हैं, बहुत लोग नहीं भी होते हैं. I'm not trying to scare you here, but you should know whom you're competing with. It's not an easy competition. मोस्ट लोग जो आपको वहाँ पे आपके बैचमेट्स होंगे LBSNAA में मिलेंगे, दे विल कम फ्रॉम एलीट कॉलेजेस. एंड इफ आई इंक्लूड माई सेल्फ इन दिस लिस्ट, आई एम फ्रॉम मौलाना आज़ाद मेडिकल कॉलेज, विच इज कंसिडर्ड अ प्रीटी गुड कॉलेज इन इटसेल्फ, राइट. सो आप compete कर रहे हो, इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी टू कम फ्रॉम एन एलीट कॉलेज अगेन, बट आई थिंक मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल यू आर गोइंग टू compete with are going to come from very good colleges. So you need to know कि आपको उस लेवल का हार्ड वर्क करने की जरूरत है. That's all I'd say. Second thing, जितने लोग मुझे वहाँ पे मिले हैं, this is includes the 13 close friends I have and the other people that I met. All of them had a developed personality. They were articulate. They were talented in multiple fields. And this is at least true for most of the people I met. And their intelligence and wisdom was beyond academics. So I think this is one thing that also all of us can learn from this, is the fact that most लोग जो select होते हैं, they are not just good in academics. They are not just people who have studied well. They are also people who have diverse interests, who are multi-talented, who have worked in different areas. And when you talk to them, you will see their wisdom coming out. It is not just कि उन्होंने एक exam के लिए रट लिया, उन्होंने पढ़ लिया. They are genuinely intelligent people. So this personality development is also something that happens during the course of prep. तो मैं ये कहूँगा कि preparation में we of course need to focus on the academics, वो तो है ही. But other than that, we also need to focus on our personality. So I would say that at least 1 or 2 hobbies should be pursued. Of course, जब आपका मेंस आ रहा है या जब आपका प्रीलिम्स आ रहा है तब आप नहीं कर पाओगे. But जैसे अभी टाइम है, अभी नेक्स्ट अटेम्प्ट के लिए टाइम पड़ा है, don't lose out on your hobbies. And this thing helps a lot. जैसे I did have a hobby of playing table tennis, right? I did have a hobby of debating. So in LBSNAA, it helped me make a lot of friends. And it helped a lot of people to get to know me. And vice versa. So I would also like to say that it is not an exam where you just need to keep on studying. Of course, there is a lot of studying involved, but your personality also matters. Next, I want to talk about discipline. ठीक है, मैं ये तो नहीं कहूँगा कि बिल्कुल ही वहाँ पे सब 10 बजे सो जाते थे और सुबह एकदम टाइम से उठते थे. There were people, including me, who would like to stay up late night, party, meet people, talk to people, etc. बट देयर वॉज अ गेटिंग द जॉब डन एटीट्यूड इन एवरीबडी. अगर हमारी मॉर्निंग PT 6:05 पे अगर हमें पहुंचना होता था, तो यू वुड सी दैट द बैच वुड रीच इवन इफ पीपल हैव स्लेप्ट एट 3 AM, राइट. सो दिस डिसिप्लिन इज समथिंग जो मुझे लगता है प्रेप में सब सीख गए हैं. एंड दिस डिसिप्लिन समथिंग विच आई सॉ अक्रॉस द बोर्ड. सो इफ देयर वाज समथिंग टू बी डन, एवरीबडी वुड डू इट ऑन टाइम, except maybe 1 or 2 times अगर कोई बीमार हो गया, etc. But most of the people would get the job done. And I think this discipline is also something that comes to you during the prep. So this is another lesson for all of us कि जब हम prep कर रहे हैं, we need to focus on discipline, make habits and discipline rather than motivation. I think this is the message here, that if you focus on your habits, if you focus on your discipline, it is much more likely that you'll carry it throughout life and it will not be limited to when you're motivated. Next is about glorification. So when I went to LBSNAA, मैं आपको खुद बताता हूँ, मैंने भी बहुत वीडियोस देखी कि 50 तरह की डिशेस बनी होती हैं मेन्यू में, और बहुत बड़ा डाइनिंग हॉल है वगैरह वगैरह, आपको दुनिया की सारी फैसिलिटीज़ मिलेंगी. फर्स्टली लेट मी क्लैरिफाई दैट इट इज़, आई थिंक, वन ऑफ द मोस्ट कंफर्टेबल एंड गुड प्लेसेस. बहुत ही अच्छी जगह हैं. देयर इज़ नो शॉर्टेज ऑफ एनी फैसिलिटी देयर. but it is not as glorified as the coaching industry has made it to be, and for a good reason. In LBSNAA's motto, there are three things. There are three A's. There is anonymity, austerity, and ability. Austerity here means that you have to live within your means. तो ऐसी कोई वहाँ पर चीज़ नहीं है जिससे ये कहा जा सके कि बहुत ज़्यादा there is a extravagant spending or whatever on the people who are coming there. We're going there for our training, and it is very appropriate for the trainees, right? For example, we get tracksuits and clothes with the LBSNAA logo, but we have to pay for them from our own salaries. And I think this is a very good thing, because this teaches people that you're not supposed to expect something for free just because you've made it to the civil service. Ultimately, this is another job, and you have to treat it like a job. It might be the best job in the world, but it's still a job, right? तो ये चीज़ हमें वहाँ पे सिखाई जाती है. The food is good, but it's not जो इसकी glorification होती है कि 50 तरह की dishes बनी हुई हैं वगैरह, ऐसा नहीं है वहाँ पे, right? It is good enough, comfortable enough for what we need, but not the glorification that the coaching industry has done. So the message I'd like to give here is that you need to make yourself worthy of the academy, right? Rather than thinking that the academy will be this and that, it should not be your motivation, because ultimately academy में अगर आप IAS में हो तो आपको कुछ 8 महीने स्पेंड करने हैं, एंड अगर आप किसी और सर्विस में हो तो आपको 3 महीने स्पेंड करने हैं, राइट? तो बहुत लोगों को मैंने देखा है, द अकेडमी इटसेल्फ इज द मोटिवेशन टू क्लियर द एग्जाम. द मोटिवेशन शुड नॉट बी द इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अराउंड विच द वर्क इज डन. It should be the work that you have to do, not the glorification of LBSNAA or the glorification of the service. Next, this is a tough exam, ये तो सबको पता ही है, बट एक दो और चीज़ें मैं आपको बता देता हूँ कि बहुत लोग वहाँ पर ऐसे थे जो इस बार सिलेक्ट हुए हैं जो पहले से सर्विस में थे. सो अगेन आई टॉक्ड अबाउट दिस बिफोर ऑल्सो. पहले से लोग सिलेक्टेड हैं, वो फिर से एग्जाम दे रहे हैं, उनके पास वो मेंटल श्योरिटी भी है, राइट? एंड दे आर गिविंग द एग्जाम अगेन. सो इट इज़ वेरी 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 टफ, बिकॉज आपको इन लोगों से बेटर परफॉर्म करना पड़ेगा टू मेक इट. एंड ऑलमोस्ट ऑल पीपल दैट आई मेट हैड सम और द अदर इंट्रैक्शन विद कोचिंग, जैसे उन्होंने टेस्ट सीरीज ली थी या उन्होंने मॉक इंटरव्यू दिया था. So this is another thing that you need to know, that this is a help that almost everybody is getting, and there are people who are already in service. So there is a very tough competition that you're going to face. So gear up. Now, lastly, last part of this video is about the plans ahead for my channel. So first thing, I'd like to do a live session next week. बहुत time हो गया आप लोगों से बात किए हुए properly. So अभी I'm still settling in. So next week I'll do a live session, maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll announce the time on my Telegram channel, the link of which is in the description. And we'll talk at length जो भी आपने मेरे से पूछना है about LBSNAA, about going forward, what are your plans, कोई help चाहिए, etc. I'll be there. I have been estranged from the exam for the last 3 to 4 months. Honestly बताऊँ तो पिछले 3 महीने मैंने एग्जाम के बारे में कुछ भी नहीं सोचा है, so that I could get the mental break that I needed in the foundation course. तो अब जो मैं वीडियोस बनाऊंगा, I will make them from a very new perspective. I will make them as if I was preparing. And अगर मैं मुझे अब जो करना होता तो मैं क्या करता, right? So I will plan ahead, and I want कि जैसे next year का 2024 attempt का जितना भी टाइम है, I want that ऐसे पहले भी मैंने plans बना के दिए हैं, printable calendars दिए हैं, but this time I'll also follow up on them. Is something that I thought that अगर मैं एक plan बना रहा हूँ and मैं वो खुद follow कर रहा हूँ, तो I'll also say कि okay, this is what you need to follow, so that I can follow up. It's not just a prescriptive, but we'll do it together. Then finally, I made a lot of friends in LBSNAA, a lot of people who are very close to me, and they have very fresh perspectives on the exam. अभी तक आपको सिर्फ मेरा ही perspective सुनने को मिला है, and now I'll try to get these people on here. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल, a lot of people have said that they did read the newspaper. आपको पता है कि मैंने तो आज तक लाइफ में नहीं पढ़ा, बट बहुत लोगों ने पढ़ा भी है. So you should know all the perspectives that are possible. So I will try to get them on here for optionals for various papers they've scored well in, and वो क्या कहना चाहते हैं about the exam, you'll get to know. This channel is now demonetized. So what my approach now, at least till the time I am in the service, is that I want to keep this as a free resource and want to keep this channel as something जो सब लोगों की help कर सके. It's not that it's my channel तो मैं ही आना चाहता हूँ यहाँ पे वगैरह वगैरह. आपको इसका फॉर्मेट पता है. I don't even show my face. So I want that most of my friends and people who are already in service come on here and use this to help others. जैसे अभी interview आएगा after the mains results are declared, I will help as many people as I can for the interview. Lastly, I'd just like to thank you for watching. I've actually really missed this. बहुत टाइम से मैंने ये नहीं किया, but it feels very good to be back. and I have a lot of time on my hands now. So I'm going to do this regularly. Thank you. I really missed this. Welcome back. This is Dr. Shivin signing off. Bye bye.